continental crust and oceanic crust. So this was the elemental composition of the crust. Continental crust is made up of all the rock types. In general, it is where you find less dense minerals, more porous spaces in the rocks, further decreases density. What we have in continental crust, all the rock types which are less dense are composed of porous minerals. While in oceanic crust, what we have in oceanic crust, the minerals have a higher amount of iron and magnesium, small pores, meaning higher density. Hence, the continental crust is composed of the rocks of lower density, while the oceanic crust is composed of the rocks of higher density. Now, the mantle, the next layer from the crust towards inside. Mantle is about 2,885 kilometers thick, about 1800 miles. The mantle is solid rock. It is not a liquid, has a density from about 3.5 grams per centimeter cube to 5.5 grams per centimeter cube. 3.5 means its density is greater than the density of oceanic crust. Let's think about that for a second. But if the mantle is a solid, how can it flow? At about 800 to 150 kilometers, it is hot enough to flow very slowly. At about 100 kilometers to 150 kilometers, it's hot enough to flow very slowly. It is believed that it's not totally solid, but at this distance, 100 to 150 kilometers, it's semi-solid. The mantle makes about 83 of the Earth's total volume, means total volume of the globe. From 100, it's 83% is mantle, then the rest 17% is crust and mantle. It is made up of almost entirely by iron and magnesium rich dark colored rocks called peridotite. This is the composition of our mantle. It's iron, magnesium. So now the core. The core is made up of iron alloy, iron mixed with small amounts of other elements. The outer core is about 2,255 kilometers thick, about 1,400 miles. Outer core is liquid because the temperature is so high that not even the high pressure can force it to become solid. It is under high pressure. Definitely, it is under pressure of core and mantle. Still, it is in the form of liquid due to its high temperature. Inner core is about 1220 kilometers thick, about 758 miles. Even though it is hotter than the outer core, the pressure is so high that the atoms get forced together to make a solid. Even the temperature of the core is higher than others, but due to pressure, the atoms are forced together to make a solid. It's in solid state. Core. The swelling convective flow in the outer core creates Earth's magnetic field. What happened? The inner core actually spins slightly faster than the outer core. Rest of the planet, rest of the Earth, the inner core is moving fast than the other parts of the Earth. Because of that, it's creating magnetic field. Now these are the distinct layers, compositional layers, crust, mantle, core, which we have studied uh, right in this topic. Crust, mantle, and core. These are the compositional layers. We have another mechanical layers as well. These are lithosphere, asthenosphere, lower mantle, outer core, inner core. These two, inner core and outer core, are the parts of core. Then lower mantle and asthenosphere are the parts of mantle. Then the some part of upper mantle plus crust together form the lithosphere. These are the mechanical layers for understanding the internal structure of Earth. Inner core is further divided into two layers, inner core and outer core. Then mantle is divided into almost three layers. The lower mantle is termed as lower mantle, and the upper mantle is known as asthenosphere, middle mantle. Then the upper mantle plus crust makes the lithosphere. This is asthenosphere is the part of mantle which is in semi-solid state. This lithosphere floats over this asthenosphere. This lithosphere is composed of total crust plus the uppermost part of the mantle. So this lithosphere floats over this asthenosphere. This asthenosphere is middle part of the mantle. Lithosphere and asthenosphere. So far we have broken the layers down by compositional and density, crust, mantle and core. In on the basis of composition, we have three layers: crust, mantle, and core. We can also divide them by how they behave. On the basis of their behavior, these further layers are based on the basis of their behavior. The uppermost layer is called the lithosphere. It is rigid, meaning it can bend slightly, but not flow at all. This layer extends down from the surface of about 100 to 150 kilometers. What two compositional layers does this include? Do lithosphere and crust mean the same thing? No, crust and lithosphere is different thing because this lithosphere contains some part of mantle as well. Lithosphere and asthenosphere. Below the lithosphere, you have the asthenosphere. The asthenosphere is entirely upper mantle rock. It is not a liquid, but it is hot enough 1280 degrees centigrade or 2330 Fahrenheit that it can flow very slowly. Even at that temperature, it can only flow about 10 centimeters to 15 centimeters per year. So now these are the mechanical layers. You can see here we have compositional layers, core, mantle, and the upper part. Upper this is crust. This is thick layer is continental crust. This thin layer is oceanic crust. So on other side we have mechanical layers. So on other side we have mechanical layers. Inner core, outer core, then mesosphere. This is part of mantle. Then the upper part of this mantle is asthenosphere. Then the uppermost part of this mantle plus the uh, crust. These two makes the lithosphere. Earth's interior layers. So we have inner core, outer core, mantle. This then this mantle is lower mantle, asthenosphere, upper mantle, mesosphere, then crust plus mantle or lithosphere. Lithosphere solid upper mantle and crust broken into plates that moves over the asthenosphere. Asthenosphere part of the upper mantle behaves plastically and slowly flows. So what happened due to the into individual pieces or plates? What we call them continents, subduction zones, ocean lithospheres. So plates moves over the asthenosphere as a result of underlying convectional cells. What happened? These plates, why these plates are moving? Why these are we have different plates, Asian plates, American plate, different types of plates we have another map here. We have different plates. Uh, these are the parts of the upper most crust plus the mantle lithosphere. These are the parts. These are pieces are broken from each other. South American plate, North American plate, East African Rift Valley system. These are the different pieces of the uppermost layers of the earth, which is termed as lithosphere. So this lithosphere is broken into individual pieces or plates, जिसको हम खंड कहते हैं, अफ्रीकन खंड, अमेरिकन खंड, एशियन खंड, ये सारी these are the tectonic plates. Now how these tectonic plates are being formed, and these plates are part of lower mantle, uppermost mantle, and the crust. So why these plates are moving sometimes away from each other, sometimes towards each other, sometimes sliding past each other due to the convectional current. Due to the convectional current means the inner temperature is high and the outer temperature is cold. When we boil water, for example, if you boil water, what happens? When it boils, the hot water comes on the upper side and the cold water goes towards the lower side. Because of that, we have some bubbles as like boiling show. So same is the case here. Hot material goes up and the current is moving from hot to cold body. Because of that, these plates are moving, these pieces are moving, and these pieces are known as the tectonic plates. And we have our next topic is tectonic plate tectonics. So we will discuss this later on in our next topic, plate tectonics. So this is all about our today's topic, the internal structure of Earth.